Hello, film lovers. Welcome to Reaction Shots for January 2019. It's a new year, and thus we look back at the year prior and talk about
the year prior. I liked that. Sorry.
Richard Pryor.
Oh,
We talk about
legend.
Yeah. Talk about movies that happened in the year. Whatever. 2018 year in review. Here we go. Along with our illustrious Easy Allies Film Club, $7 and up patrons. Got a lot of really good comments from them. So many, in fact, that I mostly just took the names of the movies that were brought up.
Nice.
But occasionally picked little comments here and there, but unfortunately could not take everyone's full comments because they were very good and numerous and lengthy. But
I believe it.
so if you're a patron at $7 or up, go check those out. I encourage it. There's some good discussions on there. But before we jump in, and I guess probably this will be encompassed in the discussion, but have you liked anything lately?
Aquaman.
And was it from 2018?
Finishing the frame trap conversation, Ian, rolling right in. Aquaman. I just keep thinking about it. I said on that episode that I would hype up Ocean Master. I thought he was a good villain. There's a scene in the movie, I won't spoil it, but there's kind of a scene where like his motivations come to light, and I was like, what? He's got a point. So anytime you can like kind of relate or like see where they're coming from. I mean, he's like, he goes to the extremes. Obviously, he's a villain of the movie and he wants to like kill everyone. But at the same time, it's like, oh, well.
That seems to be a positive trend in superhero movies lately, is villains that you're like, I see why you would think, I see where you're coming from.
Maybe just don't go so extreme with it.
Right.
Yeah.
Like your methods are wrong, but like the seed of what you're thinking might be more or less correct.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, just really like the production of it. I can't drive it home enough. Dealing with all the water and the CG mixed with practical effects. Want to give a nod to the cinematography specifically, because the way the camera moves through this movie is mesmerizing. It just pulled me in the whole way through. Ian, you got these underwater scenes where the camera is just swimming through, and it's beautiful. It's just, the movie is expertly made, even if it isn't expertly written or acted.
Well, counts for something, I guess.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Do they ever run afoul of like a shipwreck in this movie, or like a nasty oil rig or something?
Yeah.
Ugh. I can't handle it. I can't look upon that stuff, man. I can't look upon it.
For sure.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, this movie would freak you out.
Maybe I should see it. I'm a morbid fascination. Confront my weird fears.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. Anything else?
Another big budget blockbuster, Bumblebee.
Yeah, you saw that with Kyle.
Saw it with
right?
Bossman. What a delight. Just a delightful.
I've heard it's good.
It actually is.
Is it just the best Transformers movie, or is it actually a good movie?
It is actually a good movie because it gave me characters I cared about.
For the first time in series history.
Yes. Like, for real.
Yeah.
Sam Witwicky could have been stepped on at any point in any of those movies, and I wouldn't have even blinked an eye.
You wouldn't even have noticed.
I would have been like, huh.
Yeah.
This, great
on
characters.
The drive home, you'll be like, wait, was Shia in that? Was Shia LaBeouf in that?
Right?
No, I guess he wasn't.
Some really touching moments in this movie. Some really sad stuff.
Is it basically just E.T.?
I mean, kind of, in a way. It's like, obviously, she discovers Bumblebee. That's like in the trailers, you know? And, she builds the bond with it. She has this neighbor that has a crush on her, who's just hilarious. John Cena.
The bad guy?
He's just an affable human. I love John Cena. The fight scenes are legit. The robot designs got that 80s aesthetic.
Nice.
Yeah, and it was just a fun ride. Just definitely the best Transformers movie. Not necessarily the most fun I've had in a movie theater watching Transformers.
Oh.
To be fair.
Oh. Even with the Bossman effect.
Yeah, because you didn't see it in the IMAX.
Sure.
So, you know, some of those old movies, like I love the spectacle. I love
sound.
the sound, the production, the fights.
That sound
Yeah.
effect, whatever.
Yeah. But this is the only Transformers movie that I would watch again.
Ah.
Because again, it had really good characters and it was just the whole way through just a good movie.
A sterling achievement for the Transformers
Really, right? Yeah, I kept thinking that. I'm like, I care about her.
Yeah.
I want her to live. It's like, yes. I want her to be okay.
Yeah. Well, that's great for a Transformers movie. Mm-hmm. Anything else that you've seen lately? You have not yet seen Spider-Verse.
Have not seen Spider-Verse, and number one on the list. The show times were I got mixed up, so I ended up seeing Aquaman.
I thought you ended up seeing Venom.
Also, oh no, that was on DVD.
Oh.
Yeah. Aquaman, because Aquaman I saw at the Grove,
Ugh.
which is like Chaos 101.
It's an insane place.
Insane place. I bought popcorn for it, which is like a once every 4-year thing.
Who are you?
Like I fully embraced the Hollywood Blockbuster.
You're like, I'm at the Grove.
Yeah.
I paid $40 for this ticket.
Yep.
I'm getting some
I
popcorn.
wanted people talking in the theater. Like I
Whoa.
wanted people laughing. Every time a really awkward, cheesy moment went down, these people had the best commentary just to like, it made me laugh. Whereas,
in Aquaman.
Yeah, in Aquaman. Whereas Spider-Verse.
Oh, no.
Gotta go ArcLight. Monday
Yeah.
night.
Good
Last
sound.
show. No one there. I need.
I went to the ArcLight button near me, and the sound, not the greatest. It's an old convert, you know. And, like, yeah, Omar, my roommate, was like, you got to see it with better sound, you know?
Yeah.
But I could imagine. Because the sound design in Spider-Verse, really good.
Dude.
Very good.
I'm ready.
Oh, man, that movie. Spider-Verse, dude.
I can't wait.
Spider-Verse.
I've heard nothing but like the best things about it.
I was shocked because like I saw Venom and I don't know if it was on the DVD or whatever, but like the Blu-ray. But I stayed for the end, the after credits in Venom, the like end credits after credits.
And it was a little
was a clip from Spider-Verse. And I have to think now that it was just the effect of just having seen Venom and suffered through that.
Yeah.
That I hated it. It unsold me on Spider-Verse so hard.
Yeah.
That I didn't even think I would go see it.
Yeah.
And now that I went and saw it, I was like, oh yeah, easily one of my favorite movies of this year.
Dang.
Spider-Verse. Basically, like, no, I can't really think of any problems. Nice. Like on subsequent watchings, maybe there'd be like one or two like pacing dips, but that's like it. That movie is great.
Hyped.
Yeah.
Spider-Verse, man. 2018 was a hell of a year for Spider-Man. Good lord.
Yeah. Yeah. Was Homecoming this year?
No, but he was in
Infinity
Avengers,
War. Yeah.
The game.
Yeah, Spider-Man had a
movie.
big ol' year.
Crazy.
Dang.
Love
And
Spider-Man.
next year is going to be big too. I hope there's a Spider-Verse 2 and 3 and 5.
There will be.
Yeah.
This movie did way too well for them to stop now.
Several people have said that it isn't doing that well. Let's check.
Let's check that box office.
Box Office Mojo.
So at least if you're doing extremely well in one, you have hope. You're either a critical darling or a box office hit.
In your first movie, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the wonderful reviews and word of mouth, I think, will be enough. I can't believe Aquaman's going to make a bill. Or has made a bill.
Has made $1 billion. Ugh.
Crazy.
Okay, searching Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse got me nowhere. So I'm looking here. Why is Ace Ventura Pet Detective coming up?
What?
What's happening? Okay, here we go. Spider-Verse. Okay. Domestic total, $133 million.
Worldwide total.
That's domestic.
What's the worldwide? That's
Production budget was 90, so it's made over budget domestically even.
we need that word.
I want to go to its web. Why is everything weird? Okay, here we go. Worldwide, $275 million. Yeah,
Dude.
so it's doing okay.
Nice hit.
It's doing all right. Yeah, opening weekend not stellar, 35 mil.
Probably Spider-Man fatigue, honestly.
Maybe.
It was a lot, you know. That audience, I feel like, has seen Avengers and played Spider-Man.
Yeah. Well, and this is it's such a different kind of vibe.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of my favorite things about Spider-Verse is that it was allowed to just have fun.
Yeah.
Because like there are some things that are just like straight up cartoony about it, you know, and it's hilarious.
Nice.
It works. Spider-Verse. Check it out.
Pumped.
All right. should we jump in?
Let's jump in.
Got a little bit of an unconventional. Well, I guess it's the same as every episode that we do, but we're gonna talk. We've got some comments from our film club. Basically, I just asked them, what were your favorite movies? What were your least favorite movies? Stand-up performances, stand-up direction, writing, editing, cinematography, and what are you looking forward to?
Cool.
And so we're just gonna kind of go down the list,
Let's
see what they
roll.
said, and then if anything triggers any thoughts, we'll speak them.
Sweet.
And I think I got everybody in there. Maybe missed one or two comments, but hopefully I got everybody. Megan Linhart says 8th Grade, which I haven't seen yet.
Me either.
Bo Burnham directed that. Apparently
This is
it's
going to make
phenomenal.
me really depressed because I haven't seen anything. So
2018,
let's go.
in preparing for this episode, like I thought I'd done okay this year.
Yeah.
And like there are some pretty glaring blind spots
Yep.
that I missed.
Yep.
Colt Smith brings up Spider-Verse, which we just discussed.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorites of the year. At the end of this, Huber and I will do our lists for the year.
Cool.
At the very end of the episode. Colin Gray says it's a tie between 8th Grade and mid-90s.
Nice.
Tyler Travis, 2018 was pretty disappointing year in film for me, but Bandersnatch was a lot of fun and played right into my sensibilities. Did you do Bandersnatch?
Yes.
I did it too. I had fun with it. I didn't hate it.
So much fun. It was so much fun.
Yeah. And like trying to dig and redo stuff and
Yeah.
like getting the hilarious Netflix ending and
Yeah. I mean, it didn't stay with me like a powerful episode of Black Mirror usually does.
Right.
But for what it was incredibly fun.
It was a fun diversion.
Mm-hmm.
It felt more like playing a game than watching a movie.
It really did.
And you'd made choices way more frequently than I thought you would.
Yeah.
I thought it would be like you're watching a thing and then you pick a choice and it has 3 different endings, whatever. But it's like, no, there's a lot of different branching. Pearl narrative is, I think, what they say for Choose Your Own Adventures. It's like, give them a bunch of branches, bring it back to one point. Give them a bunch of branches, bring it back. That's why one of the characters' names is Pearl, I imagine.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
Well, we don't want to spoil the endings, but like there are some funny things in there. There's funny stuff. Bandersnatch I liked. I saw Bird Box, actually, which like,
I need to watch it.
Well, I liked it because I had read the book, and I was like, how are you gonna do this?
It's a meme factory.
It's a
this
meme
movie.
factory.
My
like,
gosh.
obviously
was
not
that intentional?
Not the greatest movie ever made by a stretch, but like I think it improved on the book maybe, and it was watchable. I went in with the lowest expectations possible though, like Netflix film, like probably did not expect anything, and I had a fun time. I don't know.
My dad liked it. He's like, yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, I mean it wasn't like I was surprised. It was better than I thought it would be. Alton O'Connell. I have not stopped thinking about Annihilation all year. The acting, the direction, the cinematography, the ending. The entire film is beautiful and weird and won't get out of my head. Shout out to Game Night and Blockers. Game Night, I was pleasantly surprised by.
That got wonderful reviews. Still
Have you seen it?
No.
It's actually, that movie is like way better than it has any business being. It's like well shot.
Yeah.
They do cool things.
Well,
it's a good movie.
I just had to watch 8 Will Ferrell movies, as you may know.
Which 8? Do you remember?
Yeah, it was Night at the Roxbury, which is one of the worst movies ever made.
I got in on the ground floor with that when I was a child. So
Yeah, dude.
I don't know how old I was when that came out. High school, maybe? Middle
I
school?
challenge anyone who's never seen it to watch
Oh,
it now.
yeah, I'm sure it's terrible.
Like Michael Clark Duncan
Probably
hype.
like sexist, probably.
Dude, terrible movie.
Yeah.
Bewitched was fine because I really like Nicole Kidman.
Sure, yeah.
Kicking and Screaming, I enjoyed maybe one of the most because I could actually root for the kids. I was like,
Sure.
okay, here's some like kids I can get behind. Let's
Sure.
go here.
Yeah.
Instead of obnoxious.
That's the soccer one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There
There are like 3 movies called Kicking and Screaming. They're all really different.
Semi-Pro
Oh, but that was terrible.
was pretty bad.
I heard actually it's on here. Sherlock and Watson apparently is like the worst movie.
Yeah.
That's 4. Well, you didn't watch Stranger Than Fiction anyway.
Didn't watch like any of the good ones.
Stranger Than
dude.
Fiction is good. I watched Elf over the break with my dad. Elf.
Yeah.
And I had seen it, I think, 100 years ago. But man, Elf is a good movie.
Yeah.
That's a feel-good flick.
Oh, The Producers, which was kind of a cheat,
Oh, okay.
but
I never
Jones threw
saw
it in
that
there.
one.
Superstar.
Oh.
Like, anyway, the reason I bring it up is because Then
Yeah,
I was
forgot what we were
reading.
talking about.
Then I was reading about Will Ferrell and the Holmes and Watson being the worst movie
Oh,
ever,
yeah.
and about how comedies right now are in a really tough spot, and they're not doing well, and they're not making them as much as they used to, and it's not a hot genre. But Game Night was brought up,
Game Night.
and it was saying it was
Shocked by Game Night.
Yeah,
Shocked.
one of the best, one of the newer.
You might even like that one.
I probably
like
would.
I was
I like Bateman. I like
amazed that I liked that movie.
Nice.
Stranger Than Fiction though is probably my favorite Will Ferrell movie. I really really like that movie a lot. It's very good. Anyway,
Jones didn't do me any favors.
Annihilation. Back to Alton's comment. Annihilation is a very interesting film because like I came in with way too much baggage from the books.
Yeah, like there's no. They added all the stuff with like her husband and all this in the movie. A lot of it.
They embellished it a lot. Like
Yeah.
it's from the books.
Yeah.
You read the book? The first one?
No.
No. Okay. It's different in the books. It's hard to do because in the books you have like someone's interior narration and stuff. You know, their thoughts. But like in the book, she doesn't really care about her husband all that much. She sort of does, but mostly she's doing everything for herself. And it's not as much about self-destruction as it is about like embracing change, which to me I think is a much more powerful message.
Yeah.
Whereas this movie is kind of just like, okay, we're all bent on self-destruction. Great. And like what? I don't know. But I mean, yeah, beautiful cinematography, well acted, well edited.
For sure.
Very mysterious, very cool.
Yeah.
Jeremy Ferris liked A Star Is Born, which I didn't care to see, but apparently everyone likes it. But I had two friends who were so upset and angered by the ending that it sounded, from their description, it sounds like irresponsible. And I was like, oh.
This is one of those movies where I felt like a monster for not liking it because I didn't feel anything for the characters.
Hey, welcome to my world, baby.
Like, and that's rare for me.
Yeah.
I am easily invested. I'm so easily emotionally invested in characters. You know, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., dude. If anyone gets like shot, I'm like weeping. I'm like, no, you know, it's really easy for me to get behind characters.
I'm the opposite.
When A Star Is Born was over, I just didn't really feel anything.
Interesting.
And it's not that I didn't enjoy the movie. I enjoyed watching it. But there was something missing.
That's funny
there
because
for
like
me.
the one main positive thing I've heard from a lot of people is that their relationship is so believable.
Yeah.
You know?
And I maybe I need to see it again or something.
Seems like
Yeah.
a downer to me.
Yeah.
Dominic Barlow, Spider-Verse. It's weird for me to walk out of a movie feeling intense gratitude, but after the incredible narrative arcs, aesthetic flourishes, set pieces. My phone was going crazy. Set pieces and jokes that this movie offers, I couldn't feel any other way. I included that because I loved the phrase intense gratitude, and I felt similar. Like having seen Spider-Verse, I was like, afterwards, I was just like, thank you, like thank you to whoever for like allowing this bizarre movie to exist. Like,
I need to go tonight.
same with like Mandy. I'm just like, thank you.
Yeah.
For like you like humans for not screwing this one up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Silent Consonant also liked Spider-Verse, Infinity War, Creed 2, Searching, 8th Grade, and Sorry to Bother You. I really liked Searching a lot.
Heard that's sick.
Oh, dude, you would love Searching.
Yeah.
John Cho, I think someone else shouts them out.
hype.
John Cho's performance in that is so good. And like it was the first movie of that ilk that I've seen where it's like it takes place entirely on a computer screen, whatever, tra-la-la, or computer screens, I guess, various screens. And I was very well surprised, and I liked it a lot. Searching, check it out, don't miss it. It's very good. I also really liked Sorry to Bother You. It's got a very like Brazil kind of vibe, but like updated for 2018. Did you see Sorry to Bother You? I wonder if you would like it. It gets very weird.
Okay.
But it's good.
My weird tolerance kind of goes up in like weird as in like Legion, you know,
Not
and
exactly.
Westworld. Like when there's a weird mind bending mystery
No,
and
no,
we're
no,
not
no,
going to
no.
tell you
Not
anything
like that,
for
not like
3
that.
seasons. Like
No.
sometimes I have patience for it.
But you love the
sometimes-
Leftovers, you psycho.
dude. After season 1, Ian,
Season 1 was offensive to me.
The Leftovers final season.
What's his name? I've forgotten
Damon
his name.
Lindelof.
Damon Lindelof. scourge
final
of writing.
you will love.
No,
I swear.
I refuse.
I'm sad you missed it.
The J.J. Abrams mystery box School of Writing. No. No, it's not like that. It's it's a mix between Brazil and like Monty Python. I don't know. It's,
cool.
Yeah, it's not Monty Python. I don't know. It's weird.
Okay.
And like Black Klansman mixed in. I don't know. It's crazy.
All right.
I don't know how to describe. Sorry to bother you.
Okay.
But it's crazy.
Sign me up.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I haven't seen anything.
Bonkers third act. Morgan Mahala says there were a ton of great shows and films in 2018. Bandersnatch was an intense and unique way to watch the show Black Mirror. Hereditary got under my skin in a way that hasn't happened in a long time. Avengers, Isle of Dogs, Ballad of Buster Scruggs, Patriot Season 2 speaks for itself. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does, baby.
Hey, I did the missing for you, Ian.
Hey, wait, did you beat it?
Yeah. Talked about it on Frame Trap.
I saw you tweet a picture, and I was like, but you were like midway through or something in the pic.
Ben was like, so what made you play the missing? And I was like, Ian's and your love for it.
The Missing, dude.
Straight up.
I love The Missing
so
hype. Much.
Yeah.
The
puzzles,
I mean, the gameplay is, basically
puzzles
terrible.
got me. I got stuck.
I don't even know if I'd qualify them as puzzles.
Yeah.
Like, the bowling alley, I was like, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah, it was tough.
And, like, I was carrying that shoe around, and I was, like, trying to put it on the thing. I was like, let me put the shoe on the thing. A little obtuse.
Yeah.
Obviously, they didn't have a lot of money.
For sure.
But The Missing. I mean, it's a testament to me to the narrative of that game. I've probably said this before, and I'm going to say it again, especially during GOTY deliberations. But, like, it's a testament to the narrative of a video game with that bad of gameplay that it keeps me interested.
Yes.
Game narratives pretty much never do that. If a game's gameplay is not good enough,
You're
will
out.
drop it.
You're hard out.
But
You're
that
easy
game-
out.
Oh, I am gladly out. I
You're out the
relish
door.
it. I relish taking my time back. Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Anyways,
So I was like, all right, this is going to buy me some Patriot time.
yeah.
Finish the missing.
Yeah, sure, okay.
That's what I thought.
Sure.
Halfway through, I was like,
yeah,
all right,
yeah.
this gives me a little time.
You've given yourself a stay of execution of 4 months. Hereditary, I'm still too afraid to watch. I like almost did the other day in preparation for this episode, but I was just like, well, because like Sophia's like, it's not scary, it's fine, and then like other people are like, it's the scariest movie I've ever seen, and I'm just like, okay, I don't know who to believe. Who do I believe?
There's so many like variations
If
of
it doesn't
scary.
have jump scares, like
I saw it in the theater once, so I don't remember if there's jump scares.
if it's like The Witch, I'm fine, but like The Witch, I didn't find scary. I just found cool and creepy.
What about like really just harsh imagery? Does that get you?
Depends on the nature of the harshness. Like gruesome, like gore and stuff doesn't stick with me, whatever. But like there are some background ghosts in Haunting of Hill House that I'm still just like, are you there? Is that a face? There's like a half a mask right there that I'm looking at now, and I'm just like, cooey. But anyway, so yeah, I don't know. Imagery sticks with me sometimes, but not like gore and stuff.
I honestly, Ian, I think you should brave it and try to watch it at least. You should give it a shot at least.
Yeah. I mean, I want to. It's been talked about enough that I'm like, I need to watch this thing.
Yeah, but temper the hype.
Yeah,
temper that hype.
I need to start tempering hype.
Temper it.
I'm a victim of hype from time to time.
It made me think of, I was thinking about hype with Bumblebee having a 94% or something on Rotten Tomatoes versus the like 60 something of Aquaman. Mm-hmm. And I keep thinking about Aquaman and how the production just was so wonderful and so amazing, whereas Bumblebee is just a good movie. Like Bumblebee is maybe a better movie, but I think Aquaman does things so much better than Bumblebee, and I just keep thinking about it and love it. It's just, it made me think of like those really high-rated reviews on Rotten where it's like, this has a 90-something, and it's usually just an okay movie, but just everyone likes it,
Sure.
It's got a 93%, but everyone is like, yeah, it's good.
Right.
Versus something that has like a 30 or a 40, but the people that love it are like, yes!
And then everyone else just hates it.
Yeah, so I was just thinking about
Well, and I mean, that's how Rotten Tomatoes works.
Yeah.
It's just positive or negative, not like what people gave it, right?
Because sometimes I'll go into some 90%er and be like, this is going to be the best movie ever made.
But everyone gave it a 7.
Exactly,
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's a crapshoot. I don't know.
just trying to temper it.
Watch what you want to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Like what you like, you know. Tokyo Slim had a lengthy discussion of his 11 favorite movies, which I will now just list. But if you're in the group, read it because it was good. 11, tie between Three Identical Strangers and Won't You Be My Neighbor, 2 documentaries.
Sick.
10, Black Panther. 9, Crazy Rich Asians. That was hard for me to say. Crazy Rich Asians.
Made me want to go to Singapore really bad.
That's what he said. Or somebody was saying that the way they shot Singapore is, and it's a city you don't see very often.
Yeah, and you could tell that they loved it.
Yeah.
You know, that definitely translated.
8, A Quiet Place, which I did see, and I liked that one. 7, Green Book. 6, Minding the Gap. 5, MI Fallout, baby. Mission Impossible Fallout. 4, The Sisters Brothers, which I missed. Did you see that one?
No, but
That seems like a Huber joint.
yes, and an Ian joint too.
Yeah, I mean, I just hadn't. I like John C.
Western.
Reilly, right?
Yeah.
John C. Reilly
And
I like John C.
Joaquin.
Yeah, winner.
Yeah.
I got to see that.
Yes.
3, Mandy. We'll talk about Mandy, baby. We'll talk about it. Spider-Verse, and then 1 is Blind Spotting, which apparently is rentable on Amazon now.
Why does this sound familiar?
I don't know. I missed this one too.
Blind Spotting. No,
I feel like a failure. Like there are these movies that I just totally missed out on this year. What happened to me?
Spotting. This was the number 1.
That was Tokyo Slim's number 1.
Blind Spotting. Dude.
He's looking it up.
No, I was getting it wrong. While on probation,
Blind
a
Spot?
man begins to reevaluate his relationship with his volatile best friend. Great premise.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
Yeah.
I'm already
in
invested.
already. Yeah. Tim O'Keefe also seconded 3 Identical Strangers, and then this is, I believe, our first mention of Black Klansman, which was one of my favorites of this year. I liked it a lot. Did you see it?
Of course not. Missed everything.
Black Klansman, dude, really good movie. I thought it was well done, obviously, but then it does a thing. I won't spoil it, but it does a thing at the end that hit me so hard, it was insane.
Wow.
And like, I just immediately was like, I don't know if I like wept, but I was like, it hit me so hard, and like, it just made me feel so intensely just this like disappointment and sadness and anger.
I like it kind of can theorize in a way.
Yeah.
I can kind of see where you're going.
Yeah.
with
I
that.
mean, it's Black Klansman, dude. It's good stuff.
I'm trying to think of the last Spike Lee movie I saw. It's got a lot of good ones. Dude.
Got a lot of good ones.
Jeez.
Anthony Zahler says Hereditary.
Yes.
Noah, sorry to bother you again. And then also, they said, I have to say this for Huber, Pacific Rim Uprising. It's a 7 at best, but it's so hype, I don't even care.
It's so hype. It is so hype. Theater, dude. Like, sometimes I'll just be eating food or something, and I'll think in my brain, I hope Pacific Rim Uprising comes back to the movie theaters. It's just like, I'll be there.
Remember when, I mean, it probably won't.
It probably won't. Some movies re-release.
Yeah, if they win a bunch of prizes.
You know,
Mad Max, Fury Road, I saw like 8 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
ArcLight
Black
does
and white.
their Tuesday night movies.
Sure, yeah.
Could make an appearance.
critical and budgetary failure. Pacific Rim Uprising here again at long last on the ArcLight Tuesday night screening series. It could happen.
Hey, they got that Netflix anime coming. Pacific Rim Netflix anime.
Wait, really?
Yeah, coming.
Dude, Netflix make an anime out of everything.
So I'm
it.
hoping that takes off and propels us to Pacific Rim 3.
Yeah.
That's the dream.
Yeah. Did Guillermo have anything to do with Uprising?
Not really, no. His sequel would have been different, he said. So not really.
But he like specifically stepped away, right? He was like, I don't want to do it.
Yeah, there was starting and stopping directing wise. So that he like, you know, he has so many things going on that he moved on right after Pacific Rim 1.
I want him to finally make Mountains of Madness, but of course that storied history of troubles. Carl Williams liked Infinity
Well, now that he has
War.
an Oscar.
Yeah.
He's
Ooh,
got more
dude.
leverage.
Dude, I hope so,
Comes
man.
into the meeting with the Oscar.
He sets it on the desk.
I want to make
Let's
this movie.
talk about Lovecraft. Yeah, dude. If he made a Lovecraft movie, it would be perfect.
Right?
I mean, say what you will about Lovecraft himself, but damn, did that man know how to write some bizarre cosmic horror. Because he was just racist as hell. But
Psycho.
you know,
Was he? I know
yeah,
nothing about.
Lovecraft.
Did Lovecraft do Invisible Man?
I don't know who wrote Invisible Man.
No, it's H.G. Wells?
Yeah, that's H.G. Wells, I
Okay.
think.
H.P.
Lovecraft was
Lovecraft?
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu in the
Okay.
Mouth of Madness, at the Mountains of Madness, whatever. Innsmouth, Dunwich Horror, that kind of stuff. Like Innsmouth is like, ooh, creepy fish people, but like you're reading it and you're like, you're talking about black people probably.
Whoa.
Like this is
Racist.
This is probably like
overtones.
really racist overtones.
Okay.
But like if you're able to just like
Yeah. Guillermo can
Guillermo would fix it, hopefully. Yeah.
totally fix it.
Yeah.
It's a good human, Guillermo.
Yeah.
It's good cosmic
And the
force.
Arkham Horror card game is really good.
Nice.
Not excusing, obviously, this
Of
man from
course.
1930 or whatever.
Of course.
Earlier than that? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guillermo will fix it.
Yeah, fix it, Guillermo. Fix
Retcon.
racism on the whole.
Fix
Guillermo.
the world.
If anybody could,
Guillermo.
Guillermo might have a shot at it. I
Right?
don't know. We're white people.
Positive
What the fuck are we talking
force.
about? Stephen Beaumont. Bail out. Ripcord. Stephen Beaumont. It saddens me to think that I won't, but I want Into the Spider-Verse to change mainstream. Oh, it saddens me to think that it won't, but I want Into the Spider-Verse to change mainstream people's mindset that there are kids' cartoons and Pixar and nothing else.
Yeah.
Which is very true. This is a movie for all ages, for all peoples, for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
I'm
Into
probably
the
seeing it.
Spider-Verse.
I'm probably seeing it tonight.
Go see it. Like, let's just go see it right now.
I want to.
Hard cut.
Badly.
Ugh.
Badly.
Goaty souls, man. I said after I saw it, I said to Bossman, I'm like, can we just give Spider-Verse Goaty Game of the Year, man? Samuel Cardwell says Paddington 2, Isle of
Nice.
Dogs, and Death of Stalin. I liked Isle of Dogs a lot. Paddington 2, I was intending to see before today because I've heard several people use the word perfect
Doesn't have 100 on Rotten.
with regard to Paddington 2. I believe
Yeah.
it does have 100 on Rotten Tomatoes. And
Crazy.
yeah. I was talking to James Willems, and he was telling me how he uses the Paddington scale and compares everything to Paddington. And he was like, Spider-Verse is like a 98 on the Paddington 2 scale. And I was like, what? And now having seen Spider-Verse, I'm like, whoa, Paddington 2
Paddington 2 hype.
must be like transcendent.
Crazy.
I've heard it's just like the perfect, like, the like embodiment of jolliness. Let's watch Paddington 2 sometime.
I know.
Nathan Pierce also says Paddington 2. And then our first mention of The Favorite
Nice.
and Shoplifters, which I haven't seen or heard of actually even. But The Favorite I really loved. Did you see The Favorite? Ugh, I loved The Favorite.
I have seen none of these movies. It hurts.
It's
Usually
okay.
for the Oscars, I'll
Red
have
Dead
seen
2 ate up the last freaking
Yeah.
2 months out of all of our lives.
and Dragon Quest 11 is like there's just so much now. There's too much.
The Favorite is incredible. I
That's what I hear.
It comes up a couple more times, so we'll have more time to talk about it in a second. Steph CT says, Mandy. Did you see Mandy?
Nope.
Huber.
I know.
Mandy was... Oh, man, Mandy. Well, Steph has a thought about it. Everything about this movie completely blew me away. On the surface, its basic story is a simple revenge fantasy, but visually, tonally, and symbolically, it's on an entirely different level, in my opinion. The mythology and world building is so fantastic, and Cage's performance is just a delight to behold, which is very true. That Mandy is a bonkers-ass movie, and
Yeah.
it's so good. And I think it improves... I always get the guy's name wrong. Panos Panos is his first name. But Beyond the Black Rainbow was cool tonally, and the soundtrack was really good, and visually it was really good, but the story was kind of nothing, not nothing, but like kind of not really fully there, I think.
Mm-hmm.
This movie takes everything that was good about that and just improves on it and makes everything else just so much better.
Nice.
Mandy, man.
Nick Cage.
Such a unique theater-going experience for me. It's so bizarre and cool and nutcase. And I had already like I was working on the Western horror musical that we made earlier this year, but like definitely Mandy inspired me to try to add like film grain to it.
Nice.
And like title cards. Like I was already thinking maybe title cards, but then I was like title cards for sure. Yeah,
I love a good title
oh,
card.
So good. Title cards are great. I love title cards. The title cards in Mandy are like god tier, next level title cards. Also, Mandy does something that I really like is doesn't show the name of the movie until like way later.
Like
you know what I mean?
30
Like
minutes,
the title
45 minutes.
or yeah, whatever. Yeah. It's good stuff.
It's funny.
Fipe says Fipe. I don't know how you pronounce that. F-A-A-I-P.
I know.
Fipe. Won't You Be My Neighbor? Mission Impossible Fallout. Roma, which is still on my list. It's on Netflix now.
And I refuse to watch it
Why?
on Netflix. I want to see it in the theater.
Yeah. It
And
might still be in theaters.
I hope. I cannot miss Roma in the theater. I need to see it in a theater. I need to.
Yeah.
Or my life
It's rough.
will be worse.
It's rough these December movies because like I was out of LA for 3 weeks in rural Wisconsin. You know, like I'm not going to the movies.
How many theaters out there?
Oh, I mean, like I could drive to Minneapolis, an hour away, and like see they have art theaters and stuff. You could see movies there, but like the bigger towns have a theater generally. It's not like
LA's.
It's not the wilderness, but like
I was just teasing.
No, but I mean like from my house, I could drive like a mile and go to like 4 different movie theaters.
Okay.
Like here, in LA.
Yeah.
Michael Seward says Old Man and the Gun and Bohemian Rhapsody.
Really wanted to see Old Man and the Gun, dude. Robert Redford's final movie.
Wait, he
retired.
didn't die. Okay, I was like, wait.
No, he's retired.
He just said he retired?
And I just heard it's the perfect movie for him to go out on. Just this charismatic anti-hero, kind of what he built his career on are these types of characters. And I heard it's just a nice end note on a wonderful career, dude. Robert Redford hype.
Robert Redford, dude.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we've talked about favorite films.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about least favorite films. Let's get nasty.
Nasty. It's hard for me to get nasty. I like too many movies.
Yeah.
I don't think. I mean, Will Ferrell, dude. You want me to go there? We can go there.
Yeah. Well, just for this year.
Yeah.
Here, maybe this will get us there a little bit.
Okay.
Varun Kachwaha says Apostle. The director Gareth Evans of Raid 1 and 2.
Yeah, I need to watch it.
With Dan Stevens. Mm-hmm. My sister watched this because she likes Dan Stevens a lot and said that it was disturbing, I guess.
That's what I heard.
But they were in at those things, and then it had like a Bloodborne-like aesthetic, and they were like so in. And then they say the film doesn't know what it wants to be, torn between being an action, mystery, horror, and romance film. Film that tried to go in so many different directions at once that it just tore the film apart, which is a bummer.
Sounds like a fair criticism.
Yeah. Megan Linhart says 50 Shades Freed. No real surprise. She says, I know this movie's already been hated on enough, but my opinion it's the twisted, cynical messaging this movie in particular that truly infuriates me. They keep shoving this toxic relationship down our throats and want us to care. I'm sorry, but these movies are the definition of everything that can be wrong with Hollywood. Cheap, lazy cash grabs.
Dude, nice.
Jeremy Ferris says Venom, and I would maybe agree.
Yeah, I think it's one of those situations where the terrible reviews and word of mouth helped me be
Lower
okay
with
the movie.
Yeah.
I was totally okay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was okay.
I went in. Here's the thing: like the worst thing a movie that you've heard is bad can do is just be blah, right? Like if it's so bad that you're like, wow, then you can get some enjoyment out of it. I went to Venom knowing it would be bad, just hoping to have a fun time, and I didn't really. Yeah. And like the problems with it's one of those movies where like people used to ask like, oh, does having studied filmmaking like ruin movies for you? And I go, not really. It makes the good ones better and the worst ones worse. Because you know what's going wrong or you know what's going right and why. Venom is one of those movies where I was like, wow, okay, you guys ran out of money and had bad coverage and didn't shoot this very well. Like the chase sequence when he's on that weird motorcycle and they keep having to cut to the villain saying, don't lose him or get after him pointlessly.
Yeah.
Clearly to cover location changes.
Crazy holes
because they didn't shoot coverage enough, and like they didn't appropriately shoot that chase, so it didn't make any sense in space.
I got a good one for you. Tom Hardy's boss says, "Hey, I need you to go do this interview.
Oh,
but don't ruffle any feathers."
Yeah, but he's your bad boy.
But he's your ruffling feathers journalist.
Right.
Why are you sending him?
Right.
He even says, he's like, I can't do that. You sure you're gonna send? Like,
yeah.
You don't have
the
one
basic premise of
other
that. Yeah,
journalist in
offensive.
this building.
Yeah. Like, yeah, sending this guy
What?
who like. The movie makes a huge point that he's like this bad boy, successful ruffling feather.
Yeah.
He has a show,
Investigative
journalist, and then you're gonna send him there and say, "Don't ruffle any feathers." I'm like, sorry, and then they fire him. I'm like, this is your fault, boss. This is on you.
Oh.
That's stupid. And then like midway through the movie, it feels like they lost 30 minutes because I guess they did.
Yeah.
They cut 20 or 30 minutes just out of the middle of the movie. So like things are paying off at the end. That make no sense. Their relationship when Venom is like, he's like, "What changed your mind?" And he's like, "You did, Eddie." And I'm like, "What? This guy being a whiny bastard made you want to spare humanity? Like, what? That's not evidenced in this film in any way." And like the combat, it's like Kingsglaive, like visually confusing nightmare, right?
I did appreciate
the combat. Well, they just cut so much and you don't know what's happening because they clearly didn't have enough money to make it look good.
I did appreciate the action scene in the lobby against the like SWAT team.
That one worked.
That was a actually good fight scene. I liked. I was like, I'd watch that scene again. I really liked it. Good stuff.
But then Venom versus
was
whatever the bad Venom is called.
Whenever like CGI, even in some of these
fight.
Avengers movies, whenever like CGI monsters are just like,
there's no weight.
No weight.
And it's visually confusing because they're cutting so much,
You
and
know
they're
what
both
is some
just
of the
like
most-
black and it's nighttime.
You know what has some of the most weight ever?
Aquaman?
A Jaeger punching a kaiju
Oh, yeah.
in the IMAX.
Yeah.
You feel it in your gut.
Dude, I'm hyped for Godzilla King of Monsters, by the way. It looks so good. I'm hyped.
IMAX?
Whatever.
Dude, let's
I'll
go
just see it.
IMAX. Can we go IMAX?
Yeah. Sophia's coming too.
The IMAX
She loves
effect.
Godzilla.
When's the last time you went IMAX?
Oh, years.
Dude.
Maybe like
Please.
maybe
Can
like
we do
Dark
this?
Knight.
Can we please do this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Okay. It's happening.
Yeah.
Bring in everyone.
Everybody.
All of them.
You're all coming.
Everyone.
We're going to
I wish.
wherever that IMAX is.
Dude, Easy Allies IMAX meetup. Can you even imagine the hype?
Let's do it. When's it come out?
I think like March or something.
Meet us at the IMAX, baby. Carl Williams' Holmes and Watson, which I've heard is just abysmal. The AV Club review of that. A friend of mine is a critic for the AV Club, A. Dowd.
Yeah.
Went to college with him. You
Nice.
know, good friend of mine. I actually introduced him to his wife. Actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good on
But
you.
anyway, that has nothing to do with the story. I just like the AV Club because of that, I guess. But the review of Holmes and Watson was so funny. I don't think he wrote it. Somebody else wrote it. But the review of Holmes and Watson was so funny because it's like the most damning faint praise you can usually give a movie is, well, at least it's in focus. But that's a distinction that even Holmes and Watson fails to achieve or whatever. Like, it's not even in focus. I'm like, jeez. That's intense.
Oh.
Noah says one of their least favorite was Welcome to Marwen. Don't see this movie. Everything about it sucks, including in the moral. The premise totally had me, but it fails on every level. Bummer. Because it's an interesting... There's a documentary, too, I think, about the same guy. He, gets brain damage, loses his entire identity, and then just, makes these incredible miniatures about, I don't know, various scenes, I guess. War and stuff.
Jeez.
Yeah. I think he was a soldier. There's a documentary about it that I haven't seen, obviously, or I would have more information, but
Dang.
seems crazy.
That sounds intense.
Silent Consonant, least favorite films of 2018, Ready Player One, Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom, Venom, and Pacific Rim. Cover your ears.
Did you see it in IMAX?
Did you see it in IMAX? Jesse Abraham says, my least favorite would be The Incredibles. It might not be the worst movie, but it was just disappointed. I wanted greatness, and it does not deliver. I would actually agree. I think The Incredibles 2...
I liked it.
Incredibles 2 for me was just disappointing because it felt like it would have been a good sequel had it come out a year or two later.
I agree.
but 14 years was like
It's a long gap.
it was such a whimper, and it's basically just a rehash of the first movie's plot. I'm like, we've done this.
Sure.
We did this already. Also, it like straight up is like trying to give people epilepsy with those flashes. But like, yeah, man. And also, what made matters worse for me, my screening, I don't know if yours did, but my screening of Incredibles 2 had this weird preamble, like live action preamble with all the actors, the voice actors, saying like, hey, movies are hard to make.
Yeah, that was weird.
This took 14 years because you got to write it, you got to animate it, you got to do the voices, you got to edit it, you got to re-edit it. But it's going to be worth it. 14-year wait. It's worth it.
Yeah,
it's worth it.
It was weird.
And then I was just like, okay, you're really setting me up for something great here.
Yeah.
And then it was just like a very mediocre film.
Ugh. Yeah, I think they tried.
And I love Incredibles 1.
Me too.
I love it.
I think that little intro was like trying to come from a good place of like, hey.
I know where you're coming at. And your heart's in the right place.
But
it made matters worse.
I agree. Could have been... I really liked it, but it didn't have that impact that one had, obviously.
Yeah.
One was
Oh,
legendary.
well, but like it just has the same message, except it's reversed this time.
Yeah.
She's going off and he's nervous. Like, also, like I know that it's set in the '60s or whatever, but it's like this is a story we don't need right now. Like it's been done. I don't know. Whatever.
Sure.
Tokyo Slim says First Reformed and The Predator.
First Reformed, I heard, is amazing.
It's funny because Tokyo Slim really disliked it. Several other people put it on their tops. So, who knows?
Predator. I watched Predator over the break.
I never
too.
saw Predator because I just heard such bad things.
Yeah. An interesting movie with a very interesting message.
Oh?
Yes.
Can you say the message without ruining it? Or
I don't really want to get into spoilers.
Okay, yeah. Let's tell me later.
Yeah. Could have been better.
Yeah.
Just,
I mean, that's
there's
like
a couple good scenes of action, but we're talking Predator.
Yeah.
Predator 1 will go down. It has gone down as one of the greatest action
it's a classic.
movies. Yeah, it's an
a
action
classic.
It's an action classic.
Yeah. Predator 2, Heart in the Right Place.
Heart in the right place.
Heart in the Right Place.
This is the third best
Predators.
Predator film. Love Predators.
A little weird, but yeah, like not upon like I loved Predators when I first watched it, and then I rewatched it a few years later, and I was like, oh, okay, not a very good movie, but like still had some fun ideas in it,
Love it.
Yeah, but The Predator, I heard.
Predator, yeah.
Is it the worst Predator movie?
I haven't watched 2 in a really long time.
Me neither.
I meant to watch 1 and 2 and then see it, but I ended up just watching 1 and then seeing it.
I haven't seen 2 since like I was a kid.
I mean, you know me, I just try to find something like, I love that it's a big budget, R-rated sci-fi action movie. Those aren't a given all the time.
No.
Like, that's a big deal. So some of the scenes, like spoiler alert, like they get the Predator and they're going to like test on him or whatever, like busts out.
Yeah.
Some good kills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to bust out.
Always
He's the Predator.
The Predator.
You can't cage the beast.
Yeah.
Man, I feel like could have been better is like the mantra of like Predator and Alien movies of since time immemorium,
Brutal.
since the second one.
Can't get it right. They can't get it right.
Even though I like Alien 3 and 4 kind of.
Me too.
Alien 3, especially the assembly edit.
Me too.
Assembly edit, good movie.
For sure.
Yeah.
Especially over time now.
Oh,
It's gotten better over time.
David Fincher's first movie.
And
studio meddling.
There was a really cool character. He's also in Moonlight.
Okay.
He's in The Predator, and he was a really cool character. And also the hero, Boyd Holbrook, dude. He's in Logan. He's got the robot arm.
Oh, okay.
Love this guy. This guy's got like a vibe.
Okay.
Really like him. So him and his like buddy.
Yeah. Good
2
vibes.
really cool characters.
Nice.
Yeah.
Where were we here?
But yeah, big disappointment for sure.
Nathan Kerr says peppermint.
Dude, yes, that was.
I like this description. Jennifer Garner's kind of racist spin on the Taken formula. Mm-hmm. I'm willing to forgive a lot in action movies, but this one is just awful.
Yeah,
I saw that billboard and I was like, uh-oh.
We had, Beth and I had been watching Alias all the way through. It was our eating show, so we were like hardcore invested in Jennifer Garner at the time too. So we're like, oh, we gotta go see Peppermint. So we go see Peppermint.
Gotta go see Peppermint.
Yeah. And my worst criticism for an action movie is that the action is boring. Ooh. Can't really say more than that. Boring action in an action movie. Kiss of death right
Kiss
there.
of death.
Ugh.
All right, we're going to speed up a little bit. We're going to
Speed it
speed
up.
up. We're getting into the specific nitty-gritties here, starting with standout performance
Ooh.
of the year.
Tony
Project... Yeah, I figured that'd be yours. Project DAD says Brolin as Thanos. Captivating.
Yeah.
He is so captivating in his true belief that he is the greatest force of good in the universe and sacrifices everything he worked for and loved for the greater good. I mean, Thanos made Infinity War work. Infinity War pulled off so many things that I thought were impossible.
No, dude, how though? Because you enjoy big time the MCU. You enjoy
now
it.
I do.
But I mean,
Dude, no, straight up. Infinity War is the first movie with the word Avengers in the title that I thought was good.
but you like
Avengers 1, 2, and 3 I thought were bad.
This was Avengers 3. So
Then 1 and 2.
Okay. But I mean, you
Oh,
love
which one am I thinking is... Oh, Civil War. I thought
Civil
was okay.
War is
Civil
kind
War's
of
all right.
Avengers 3.
Yeah, Civil War's all right.
But yeah, you
Winter
love the
Soldier's
Captain
good.
Americas and the Guardians.
I never saw the first Captain America. I like Guardians 1. I didn't like Guardians 2. I liked Thor Ragnarok. I liked Winter Soldier. I thought Civil War was
So you're
all
hitting
right.
this.
Yeah. I actively dislike Avengers 1 and Ultron.
Got it.
Um,
Got it. Okay.
yeah.
So this made you a true believer.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Black Panther made me... Ragnarok and Black Panther made me a true believer. And then Infinity War, I was like, yeah. And Doctor Strange. I like Doctor Strange.
Fun
Sure,
one.
why not? Yeah.
So fun.
It did what it had to do.
Yeah.
Whatever. All right. Varun Kachwaha says John Cho in Searching. Megan Leinart says Toni Collette in Hereditary. Colin Gray says Elise Fisher in 8th grade. Silent Consonant says gotta go with Brian Tyree Henry and Winston Duke. Brian Tyree Henry has been everywhere this year. Was great in Widows, which I missed.
Widows.
I want to see. You were talking Widows up. Yeah, I need to see Widows. I wish we got more of him. He did a great voice acting in Spider-Verse, and Atlanta is such an amazing show, and he shines in it. And Winston Duke, I mean, what can I say? M'Baku stole the show for me in Black Panther, and I can't wait to see more of him in Us. Did you see that Us trailer?
I left the room after 15 seconds because
you're like, I'm in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
spoilers. So I
Dude,
was like,
it
this
looks
is too much.
It looks nuts.
Yeah, I'm ready. So ready.
Tokyo Slim standard performances. Mahershala Ali, Vigo, and Linda Cardellini in Green Book. Jacob Cedergren in The Guilty. Bradley Cooper in A Star Is Born. Daniel Kaluuya in Widows. Michelle Yeoh in Crazy Rich Asians. John C. Reilly in The Sisters Brothers. Ben Foster and Thomasin McKenzie in Leave No Trace. Elise Fisher and Josh Hamilton in 8th grade. Steve Buscemi in Death of Stalin. Richard E. Grant in Can You Ever Forgive Me? Nathan Kurse says Elise Fisher, Ben Foster in Leave No Trace, Toni Collette, Jesse Plemons in Game Night, Regina Hall in Support the Girls, John Cena in Blockers, Stephen Yeun in Burning, which I've heard is really good and missed that one too, Yalitza Aparicio in Roma. I'm bad at names.
Dude, those are some tough names.
Lady Gaga. I can say that one. Emily Blunt and Mary Poppins Returns and everyone in The Favorite. Yeah, dude, The Favorite. Shout out to Olivia Colman.
So great.
Oh my God. And her acceptance speech at
Love
the
her.
Globes was so
She won?
funny. Yeah, for
Nice.
that. Yeah. And I love Rachel Weisz. Emma
Love
Stone is
her.
good. Rachel Weisz has looked the same for 30 years.
Yeah. The Keanu
She's-
Kool-Aid.
Yeah. I'll have whatever they're having.
Yeah.
Dang. Oh man. Rachel Weisz is so good.
Yeah,
She's incredible.
Awesome.
Serenity Now says my favorite performance in a film or TV in 2018 was in the show Schitt's Creek. In the episode Open Mic, Patrick, Noah Reed, serenades David, Daniel Levy, with a fantastic rendition of Simply the Best. It's so good that Simply the Best is now my favorite song.
Simply the
I've heard that show's actually pretty good, which seems impossible to me for a show called Schitt's Creek. Standout direction. Colin Gray says Ryan Coogler for Black Panther. I would agree. That was very good. Nathan Kurse, Yorgos Lanthimos, MVP of the year Felt like he was performing at peak of his powers with The Favorite. A lot of people are saying he finally clicked with them after a more polarizing reaction to his earlier work. I would agree. I think The Favorite is the most accessible of his films. I've seen all of them. I didn't see Killing the Sacred Deer, actually, but I liked The Lobster, and Dogtooth was, like, you know, intense, but whatever. Colt Smith liked Annihilation a lot. Standout writing, editing, cinematography. Varun Kachwaha says writing is burning, and for sound, they liked First Man a lot.
Oh yeah, dude! They
Did you
showed
see First
me
Man?
no. They when I saw something in IMAX, I was there, and they showed a clip of First Man, like a little preview clip, and it was like the launch, and the sound was insane.
Gotta be.
Flashing lights, baby, just nuts.
Colin Gray says the writing, Josh Singer for First Man is also very good. Nathan Kerr says Paul Schrader's script for First Reformed is probably my favorite of the year, and Mission Impossible Fallout had great editing. That was the one. Nathan Kerr says it's the best story of the year, and Tokyo Slim said that it was like offensive how the third act went like gaga crazy or something. Yeah, so I was
Mission
like,
Impossible?
First Reformed.
First Reformed, okay.
So I find that's what I love about film is that it's just like, you know.
Totally.
Colt Smith, Bad Times at El Royale for, I think, cinematography. TV. Several people said Better Call Saul. Best of the year.
Best show on TV.
Well, you don't watch Patriot, but that's all right. Megan Linhart says Voltron Legendary Fender. Woo!
Voltron.
Haven't seen it, but good friend AJ Locascio is the voice of Lotar or whatever.
Lotar.
Yeah.
Oh, God. It's actually Lotar. Oh, God. Never mind. Never mind.
Is that Warcraft?
Yeah.
Colin Gray, The End of the Fucking World, The Americans, and The Haunting of Hill House. I really liked The Haunting of Hill House. I was scared a little.
I need to watch it.
You haven't watched it?
No, it got spoiled for me.
What?
Yep. Everyone.
Who spoiled it?
Twitter.
Twitter?
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah.
What got spoiled? Tell me later.
Yeah.
I've seen it. You can tell me later.
Okay.
It's good.
I need to watch it.
Well, did they spoil it and they're like, oh, episode 6 is cool? Or is it like, here's what happens?
Kind of both.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Episode 6 is really cool, though. Jesse Abraham says, Get Shorty, which I haven't seen, but cool.
Like the movie?
No, the show. There's a show.
What?
With, what's his name? Is that Chris O'Dowd that's in that? And Ray Romano, I think. I've seen the billboards. I haven't seen the show.
I have seen a billboard. Okay. Yeah.
Sebastian Urban says Cobra Kai on YouTube.
That's what I've heard. No.
Yeah, I've
I
heard
was
it's
meaning
crazy.
to go back and watch Karate Kid before. Refresh my memory. I haven't seen Karate Kid in like 20 years.
Yeah. I was more of a Three Ninjas kid.
Oh, yeah.
Is that the one with the Game Gear? Or is that Surf Ninjas?
I think that's Surf Ninjas.
Either way, I
Three
liked them
Ninjas
both.
has Mario Brothers 3.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I liked those.
So good.
Karate Kid, a little too serious for me as a kid. I was like, I need video game tie-ins or I'm out.
Yeah. Show me that Mario.
Enough of this waxing on and off. Michael Seward, Barry Season 1, The Good Place, Glow Season 2, Haunting of Hill House, Michael Palin in North Korea, Sharp Objects. Sharp Objects, dude.
Sharp Objects.
Sharp Objects, dude.
Yeah.
Amy Adams getting robbed left and right by these Golden Globes.
Yeah.
Sharp Objects,
No
dude.
one more robbed than Kerry Russell. Did not
In The
win.
Americans?
Did not win one effing award for her performance as Elizabeth Jenner for The Americans. It is absolute trash. I'm done
Here's the thing.
with award shows, dude.
Yeah.
They gave the Queen, I think, like 2 in a row. And like I haven't seen
People love that. The
I haven't
Queen.
seen Killing Eve. Like
I've heard it's
Sandra
incredible.
Oh for
I've heard
sure.
it's incredible.
But like, this is her final season, dude. I'm sure Killing Eve will go on and on. Like, there's time. There's because they do that. Award shows do the Remedy, the Scorsese
For
Departed
sure,
thing.
for sure.
That
Yeah.
you know,
Give it to him. The
Like,
worst movie.
dude.
Not his worst, but here's the thing, though.
I'll be upset for the rest of my life that she didn't win for it, dude. I'm
I feel
so
like that's
bummed
the
about
plight of the Americans, though, right?
But
It's
it
like
finally
everybody's
won.
silver medal. Like it's everyone's like, oh yeah, it's really good, but never like, oh.
It finally won Best Show
Oh,
at
this
Golden
year?
Globes. Best television show was The Americans,
Well, there you go.
and he won an Emmy
Ah,
but neither of them won a Golden Globe. So he has an Emmy. The show won the Golden Globe. It's upsetting me, dude.
Americans, dude.
I'm upset.
He's upset.
Gosh.
All right.
I need to watch Killing Eve, though.
Yeah, I want to
For
watch it too.
sure.
I've heard it's out of control.
Yeah.
I wasted my time on
It feels like
American
a-
Horror Story Apocalypse.
Is it kind of like a Hannibal situation in its vibe?
All I know is that one of the characters is an assassin, like a sociopathic assassin or something.
Okay.
Something
Yeah.
that's like all I know.
I need to see it.
And Sandra Oh's parents are adorable. Like that's all I know
Nice.
in real life because
Sick.
she thanked them at the Globes and they were there and they showed them and they were just like
So jolly.
so proud and I was like, oh my god, this is great.
So jolly.
But yeah, no, I don't know.
Nice.
I don't know.
I gotta watch
All I hear is that it's like incredible.
Cool.
What are we looking forward to in 2019 here?
Patriot. Season 1.
And 2, baby.
And 2.
They're both good.
It's happening in 2019.
High five.
Guaranteed.
Varun is excited for Endgame, The Irishman, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Irishman.
Yeah, what is that?
Scorsese.
Oh, okay.
Netflix.
Netflix.
Pacino. De Niro. Pesci.
They're all there.
They're all there.
It's a full house.
The budget of this movie has ballooned. It was supposed to be like under 100 million and it's coming in at like 200 million because they're using the Marvel de-aging technology and the budget's just out of control.
Yeah.
This movie's off the rails, dude.
It's going just to Netflix.
It's his highest budget movie of all time. Yeah.
A Netflix movie.
Yeah. Yep.
Netflix has the cash. They don't care.
Yeah, throw
They'll
it,
burn
throw
it.
it.
Whatever.
What's crazy is that we won't really see the budget because it's all gone towards like
Yeah,
the VFX of making them look younger.
But I mean, that's what. If that
If
stuff
pays
worked,
off,
if that technology worked, you could not tell it was there.
maybe this will be the time because
Maybe it'll
they've
be
really put so much
So
in it.
far, I have not seen de-aging technology pay off.
Yeah. Well, how many times have they done it? Not that much.
Not that much. We're on the cutting edge
yeah.
still.
I feel like the Irishman
It's
could be
getting
the
slightly
one
better. The trailer for Captain Marvel did not make me immediately recoil in horror.
I haven't watched it. Media blackout.
Mm.
I can't see any of Coulson until I'm in the theater.
But you know that they're de-aging Samuel L.
Yeah, and Coulson obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jackson, if it wasn't clear which Samuel L. I was talking about.
Sam Jackson.
Megan Linhart
Leonard.
says It Chapter 2. I'm a scaredy cat. I didn't watch It 1. Didn't do it. Couldn't do it.
I saw
Didn't do
Jessica
it.
Chastain with the kid actor.
She's in that movie?
Jessica Chastain is now going to be her,
Oh,
but
she's
older.
the older.
I saw them like
I like Jessica Chastain.
they had a really cool picture. They were together.
Bah.
Oh my gosh.
Colin Gray's excited that Game of Thrones is finally ending. I'm also excited about this.
Yeah. It makes me bummed that I don't have my own private IMAX though to watch it. You know?
Yeah. Game of Thrones is one of those shows where it's like no talking.
No talking.
Like I went over to a friend's house one
No
time and they were
lights.
like, "We're gonna watch Game of Thrones." And I was like, "Okay, cool." And then people were just talking, and I was like, "I'm never."
I can't
Not
do
only
this.
am I never coming to watch Game of Thrones here again, I'm never watching anything here
Yeah.
again. I was like, never.
Phones off.
Yeah.
Blinds
Talking
pulled.
in a movie is like cardinal sin to me.
Yeah.
Or a
I
show,
agree.
like Game of Thrones.
Unless it's a DCEU movie.
Sure.
Then I encourage it.
If it's like
Feel
a fun,
free.
If it's a fun zany theater experience, sure. But yeah, if we're watching The Favorite, I'm like, stop talking.
100%.
Tim O'Keefe says Godzilla King of Monsters. Yep, we're excited for that.
See you at the IMAX.
Seeing it at the IMAX. Meet up.
Yep.
Easy Allies. Meet up. King of Monsters. Noah says, I'm crazy hyped about Avengers Endgame, but I'm also very anxious about it. Infinity War was such an all-encompassing phenomenon that I'm worried Endgame will somehow F it up.
Don't even. There's no way. They are too dialed in. They've been planning this for a decade.
Well, and they shot them at the same time. So it's effectively the same movie.
Have no fear.
Yeah.
Have no fear.
I
This
hope-
movie is going to be amazing.
The stakes, though,
Are the highest.
have like never been higher, I feel like, for
But-
like a blockbuster series.
I would say Star Wars
Sure.
because of the legacy.
And because of all the like weird like hate and everything.
Exactly.
Yeah, Star Wars has got some high ass stakes.
Yeah.
Disney is dealing with the highest stakes.
Yeah, they are.
Probably.
I have no fear. Just the momentum they have
Yeah.
going in.
Actually,
This is the end.
I take that back, though. The stakes are not at all high because even if the movie tanks, the opening weekend it's going to make like $40 billion.
Exactly.
Just because everyone has to see it.
Everyone.
So there are no stakes.
Yeah.
I mean, ongoing MCU stakes, I guess, but like this movie's going to slay no matter what.
Yep. It is going to slay.
Steph CT, of course, is looking forward to Endgame and Captain Marvel, as well as Star Wars and Far From Home. But while I'm still somewhat skeptical, I find myself super excited for Joker. Really curious about the direction they go with the movie. Also, Us looks incredible, and I'm really loving this horror renaissance that seems to be happening right now. Yeah, I hope Joker is good.
Me too. Seems inspired.
Yeah, it seems like they're making choices.
Yeah.
Which is all you really can ask.
Exactly. It doesn't seem like studio interference is a problem on this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They're just like, hey, we can't be trusted. Just go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that this is what the DC stuff needs to do.
What do you say when Blood and Jones are gone? Like, parents are gone.
Yeah.
That's what Joker feels
Yeah,
like.
the wheels are coming off the wagon.
Yeah.
Here we go. No training wheels. We're just going for it.
Yeah. That's
yeah.
what Aquaman was to me.
Yeah.
Like,
well, now they're just having fun with it.
Yeah.
Hopefully, like, which is what they need to do.
totally.
Someone, I don't know who, but someone wrote an article about how DCU and Marvel have had opposite trajectories, where like MCU started off kind of funny and zany, and now is like super heavy and serious. Even though I
Yeah.
think some of their funnier movies have come out recently, like Ragnarok, obviously is a triumph, but DCU started like so deadly serious, but that no one cared yet.
Yeah.
And now they're starting to have fun.
That no one cared yet.
Right.
That's
you can't start
so-
heavy.
That's so smart.
Yeah.
That's so right.
Yeah.
Because I think of Civil War.
I mean, also they weren't well done, but like there's that.
I think of Civil War, and like that movie is so
Yeah.
serious.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's the most serious movie.
Yeah.
So I like showed Beth it.
Hard to rewatch Civil War for me.
Dude, Beth was like picking her nails and just like, oh my gosh, please just end this movie because it's so serious. And if you don't care,
Right.
that movie must be a nightmare.
Yeah. If you're not already on board,
Oh.
like don't start with Civil War.
Yeah.
You gotta watch like the 3 preambles. Like Infinity War, there are like 6 prereqs before you can care. Anyway, anything you're looking forward to in 2019?
They nailed it. I
Yeah.
mean, Avengers, this has been what a ride.
Years in the making.
Yeah, years and years and hours and hours and hours of content. The cinematic universe. Runaway Season 2, you watch it yet?
I have not yet watched it. I watched season 1
Yeah. I remember. I was
with
very
Omar,
pleased.
and then I walked into Omar's room the other day, and he was watching it, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Thanks, Omar.
Guess we're not watching this together, Omar.
Jeez.
To be fair, I was gone for Christmas, so he probably just started it.
No
Ill will.
So stoked for that. So stoked for.
Are they like doing it now? Like glacial pace, season 1. Glacial.
Runaways?
Yeah.
Oh, this is a little more breakneck.
All right.
Yeah.
Glacial.
Same problem with season 1. I'm going to prep you so you're not disappointed. The ending. It just
stops.
Dude, it just stops.
Honestly, Huber, I'm probably not going to watch it.
What did they do? Like, what are you doing? The whole Runaway season 2 is just like, we're going up. Finale. That's it. It just ends.
Better than American Horror Story Apocalypse, which, granted, American Horror Story, not a good show. It's campy and weird, and it's like meant to be campy and terrible. But like, my God. Whimper.
Yeah.
Ends with a whimper.
It's the worst.
Offensive whimper. Like, oh God.
It's the worst.
Made me like retroactively hate things that I had previously
Because you
liked.
had put so much time
right,
into it.
Right.
Oh.
And I mean, like, this is with like the lowest expectations possible because it's American Horror Story. But like,
Yeah, words cannot even say how excited I am for Endgame and Captain Marvel just to see Coulson
yeah.
again on the big screen.
Captain Marvel.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the new season, obviously, all that Marvel goodness.
Yeah.
Star Wars Episode 9.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm worried. I liked The Last Jedi quite a bit. So
me
like,
too.
I'm worried that JJ is going to like screw it up somehow.
As long... I have one request, one requirement, if you will. As long as the Knights of Ren are involved,
Yeah.
either in a flashback, a flash forward, a flash sideways, some kind of Lost style.
Yeah. Here's my thing. With Star Wars 9 is like, and I mean, we could talk for hours about Star Wars probably, but like Star Wars 9 is, I hope they didn't listen to anyone. Don't listen to the people who loved 8. Don't listen to the people who hated it.
Stay true to yourself.
Don't course correct, because that's how you destroy these things. Because like, that's the thing people forget is like, same with like Crimes of Grindelwald, which is like not a great movie, but like it's the middle. It's the middle movie.
Kind of.
Of a trilogy. There are going to be 5 Grindelwalds? 5 Fantastic Beasts?
5.
Oh, yeah.
5, Ian, 5.
Lord. But anyway, I did not know that. I assumed it was a trilogy. But like, you know, like obviously Empire Strikes Back is incredible, but think of the way that movie ends.
Yeah.
It just does.
Yeah.
And like, we have the gift of hindsight, and I think it was well received at the time too, but I don't know. But like, I think a lot of the things that people are freaking out about with 8, if they do it well, will be addressed in 9, and will make way more, like, will make everything people are worried about.
Can tie it all in.
Right. Like, everyone's a fucking spaz.
It's pretty funny, though, that, like, Endgame now is at a point maybe where it is higher stakes than Star Wars.
Yeah.
Which is so ironic, because this is episode 9. This is the one that's supposed to be the end. When we were watching A New Hope and Return of the Jedi and Empire Strikes Back as kids, what happens in episode 9? Think about how many times maybe in your life you've theorized.
Like we've always known there was supposed to be 9 of them.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
But because episode 8 was so polarizing, there's just a huge swath of people that I feel like kind of have the attitude of like, we'll wait and see.
Right.
Oh, what happens at this point?
There are women in it.
It's already been ruined, so who cares now? It's like, whoa!
To this day, though, like at Disney World or whatever over break and stuff, like you just play that horn hit, the music from Star Wars, like tears in my eyes. Yeah. Still, like there's magic in Star Wars, and like, whatever.
Once we get,
I didn't hate Solo. I don't know, whatever. Yeah, once the title reveal. Yeah. I like it. I don't know, Star Wars, whatever. But like, yeah, Endgame is intense because the thing I'm worried about with Endgame is they have to undo all the stuff because obviously they have to undo that. They have to incorporate Captain Marvel. They have to introduce the whole next wave of Marvel universe stuff.
I hope that's not this
movie. I hope that's what I'm saying. Is like don't try to cram in too much.
Yeah.
Like I hope the Skrulls aren't in this. Like tease, I'm sure, but like.
Remember, Captain Marvel can still set up a lot on
That's
its
true.
own.
That's true.
It can maybe even be a prologue to this.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it is.
Yeah. It can add quite a bit.
I would not be surprised if like
there's a flash forward in it, and
in Captain Marvel, she like it ends with her getting that pager thing or something.
Totally.
Like who knows? Maybe she can travel in time. Like I don't know. But yeah, and I mean, I think we haven't heard from her because she's in space. You know,
she's in cryo.
I think she's just off fighting the Skrulls in space.
Probably battling someone.
I don't know.
Who knows? I'm waiting.
There's all kinds of stuff. Anyway,
hype train.
Now is the time to discuss our own favorite films.
Marvel.
I don't know if yours are in order, but I put mine in order. Yeah, it's got a surprisingly high amount of Marvel on it. I never thought I would have a list like this. I used to be more pompous than I am now, I guess. But here are mine.
We've worn you down.
Yeah, you worn me down.
Well, these movies have so much damn heart now.
They're good now.
There's so much heart.
Yeah.
I
didn't get better. The movies did.
They did. It warms my belly.
Okay, so number 8. I have a top 8 because that's just what happened. Black Panther, number 8.
Nice.
Number 7, Infinity War.
Nice.
Number 6, Searching.
Nice.
I liked it. Number 5, Isle of Dogs. Number 4, Black Klansman. Number 3, Spider-Verse. Number 2, The Favorite.
Nice.
Number 1, can you guess what number 1 is? Mandy.
I knew it because he didn't say it, and I know how much you loved it.
Mandy, baby.
Nice.
That movie is bonkers. It was close, though. Spider-Verse, The Favorite, and Mandy are, like, close.
You bummed me out because you said how good of a theater experience you had with it, but now I got to watch it at home.
Probably still going to be dope at home.
Okay. I'll wear headphones?
Sure.
Okay.
It'll melt your brains, man.
Okay. Watch it at night, lights off? Okay. Not a daytime flick?
No.
Okay.
No. Like, the black of night.
Okay.
Midnight.
Started at, like, 1 a.m.?
Start it start it so that like Act 3 starts at midnight.
Okay.
You want the movie to be like ramping up as you hit midnight, and then like devils and witches will come out in real life.
Perfect.
What are your faves of the year?
Faves, Mission Impossible Fallout.
Yeah. Loved it.
Action. Such good action.
Yeah.
One of my favorite shots ever is Tom Cruise quick draw. Better than a Western movie. That scene where he just like, just,
Yeah.
I
just
always
does it.
think of that shot, dude. His quick draw is legendary in
Yeah.
Fallout. And the way it tied.
I just like watching Tom Cruise run along things, like roofs and stuff.
Yeah.
He just commits.
Yep.
The most committed running. Mm-hmm. I feel like I've heard somebody else talk about this too, but like the most committed running of any actor on maybe ever.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise, that crazy man, just runs.
Probably faster than a cheetah.
Little 5'10",
That's why he has to run so hard.
5'3". I don't know how tall he is.
Yeah, just the way the movie tied everything together, and
Yeah.
it was just a
It
hell
was a
of
gift
a ride.
for fans of the franchise.
It really was.
Yeah.
Even if you're not fully invested in all the lore, the movie itself was just so amazing.
Yeah.
Avengers, obviously.
Yeah.
I
haven't seen that one. Avengers, obviously.
It's the one where the heroes win.
Yeah.
Because obviously they always win.
I would kind of love it because Noah mentioned a Young Avengers tease. I would love it if it was like in the 80s and it was called Avengers, obviously.
Obviously. That'd be so funny. That's one of the Marvel games they're working on, like Square Enix.
Yeah.
Avengers, obviously.
Obviously.
Pacific Rim Uprising.
Whoa!
Yep.
Are these in order?
No.
No order. Okay.
No order. As you can see, a lot of these are blockbusters because of the way movies are just going now. I can get my cerebral emotions. I prefer to do that in the comfort of my own home now.
Sure.
You know, Roma, I heard the cinematography is beautiful.
I've heard that, yeah.
So I want to see that in theater. But, you know, I feel like the home now is where I do my self-meditation and my watch the serious stuff.
Yeah.
And the theater is just now...
Funsies.
The theater is honestly an amusement park now for me more than it's ever been. So, Hereditary. Just ridiculous. Toni Collette. Done.
Yeah.
Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
Hands down. Like it honestly goes back in my head like maybe my number one of the last year was
Wow.
Halloween. Yeah. Absolutely loved it. Loved what they did to the mythos of Michael Myers.
Sure.
10 out of 10. I think that's pretty much it.
That's good enough.
Yep. Some horror and some blockbusters there. It's pretty much.
I would expect nothing less.
Yeah.
I don't have any quotes. I don't know. It was a good year. Do you have a quote for a quote challenge, or should we just get out of here?
Say something.
Oh, that seems familiar. What is that?
Halloween.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I hope he gets out. Isn't that what she says? Like, I hope he escapes?
Yeah, dude.
I have a line from, but you didn't see it, so.
Oh, it's probably Mandy.
No, it's from The Favorite.
Dang it.
It's something like, oh, I don't want to say it. It's too uproarious. It's too outrageous of a line to utter here.
Okay.
But yeah, that movie's out of control. Mandy's incredible. My quote from Mandy is just Nicolas Cage drinking a bottle of some kind of alcohol, crying in a bathroom for like 50 straight seconds. Oh, that movie. Ah, God,
Nick
that
Cage.
movie. You're gonna love Mandy, dude. It is the most
I'm ready.
bonkers movie.
I love bonkers.
Oh my God, it's so good. Anyways,
Gotham final season premiere, Ian.
Oh,
The reason I love Gotham so much is because of how bonkers it is, and they own it, and they
Yeah.
go for it
you need to own it.
in such earnest. They just go for the bonkers. This final season, dude, there's been one episode. It is the most over the top in a dramatic sense.
Oh,
It caught like every
it's like an episode of Nip Tuck.
dude, so over the top dramatic. It's out of control. Every scene, it's like they're going for an Oscar, dude. It is.
Who can be more
Just- yeah.
serious and upset by these circumstances?
It's just so fun.
That sounds crazy.
Yeah.
Well, all right, everybody. That's 2018. We're looking forward to 2019. Thank you, Michael Huber.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone watching and listening here with us. We will be back in February to talk about whatever the hell's going on in February.
We'll be setting up the King of the Monsters
Yeah.
IMAX
meetup.
We got to do this.
Wait for specific details in the February episode of for the IMAX meetup for King of the Monsters. Check out patreon.com/easyallies. If you're a $7 and up patron, you are part of the film club. You get in on the discussions. You get the episode earlier. It's good times. It's great. Really good community there. People talk to each other. It's really nice. Good comments.
Can Mothma carry Godzilla?
Mothra? I don't know.
Or will Godzilla, like...
Mothra's fragile.
Yeah.
But...
Like, I was thinking...
regenerates.
I was thinking if... could, like, carry Godzilla...
Rodan maybe could, but I think Rodan's a bad boy. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll have to ask Sophia. She knows all that.
Godzilla
Anyway.
professional.
Oh, yeah. Obsessed.
Dude, hype.
All right. Catch you next month. Bye.